Okay, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Ladies and gentlemen, it's my great pleasure and honor to deliver this topic at the International Conference of Bandung Creative Movement 2021. As the representative of team, me, Maharani Budi, would like to share a brief explanation about our research. It's designing brand identity of Museum Kota Bandung. Yes, this case study will reveal more insight related with heritage preservation according to design perspective and how the result could give a significant contribution to achieve the advanced society in Industry 5.0. All right, as you can see on the slide that we have considered some highlights that triggered our research. The City Museum, which is located in the heart of Bandung, was opened for public in 2018 and still attempt to establish itself when the COVID-19 pandemic hit in 2020. However, it is convinced that the lack of brand identity as well as information media caused the decreasing percentage of the visitors. The third slide reveals two significant problems from the museum. First, it's required to promote itself for being the official city museum that represents Bandung as the creative city. And second, to convey the idea, the message and personality of the Creative City Museum, it is pretty necessary to design a brand identity which is absent in museum today, as the brand identity is not merely a fundamental to enhance the brand recognition of any particular product, but constructing the differentiation from the competitors. And that's why at the first step, we approach the problem through the qualitative methodology by conducting several instruments, namely the questionnaires, observation, and interviews. Secondly, the analysis result from the collected data was classified and redefined by ISAS. Originated from the Dentsu Tokyo, ISAS helped to verify the creative output to ensure that the design had answered the research objective. It also can accommodate the urge to catch the attention, followed by real action such as a visiting museum, especially after the pandemic. Although the target audience of Museum Kota Bandung was not specifically restricted, the most prospective visitors are digital native, just like the Generation Z and youngers. This generation are confident to choose any product based on their self-preferences. It includes finding the reliable information sources to complete the sense of identity. So, it can be said that during the creative process, the communication, message, and integrated media are designed to cater for that behavior. The visual identity, including logo, must be sophisticated, clean, and still easy to understand because it influences the design of other attributes, especially the key visual and layout composition used on various promotion media of Museum Kota Bandung. And we created the communication method to reinforce the feeling and mind of the target audience about the experience of visiting this museum. The insight was inspired by the interview result with a historical walking tour in Bandung. The insight was state that in general, the participants were amazed by many uncovered stories from the places that they have been through for years. Just this idea was manifested through visualization and technology. Despite the idea of virtual tours is commonly used by the museum, we believe that it's still relevant to apply it and implement it in website as the main information media for the museum. In the same time, the promotion media were selected by considering manufacturers, for example, the consumer habit, budget, media characteristics, coverage, etc. And the previous statement that mentioned ISAS to evaluate the communication strategy, each of media placement is designed not only to grab the attention or interest from the target audience, but also able to persuade, guide them to search further information about the museum and visit the venue as the action. And finally, motivate the visitor to share the experiences with others through social media. Before I ended this presentation, let me conclude with this point. This research has initiated two quick solutions for the Museum Kota Bandung by designing brand identity and promotion media, which could be applied. And the design visual communication of Museum Kota Bandung is focused on how to emphasize the journey of Bandung as a creative city. And the further research might focus on learning the other aspect of the brand Museum Kota Bandung, particularly the brand story or the copywriting. Thanks for your attention. I hope my 5 minutes review was fruitful and enriching enough for your horizon about promoting the museum. Good health, everybody, and enjoy the talk from the rest of authors. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.